So a lot of you are probably wondering, there's no way Hughesdale is the least used station on the Cranbourne Line, and, well, you'd be right, it's not. But because the data I use for this is from 2017 and 18, and Hughesdale was closed for most of that time to remove the level crossing that was just behind me, it technically is, because it didn't really rack up that many people during that time. Which, I don't know, to me that's just a little unfair, because the previous few years it's gotten around 600,000, which it wouldn't be anywhere close to being on this list. So that does beg the question though, what would be and what is the least used station on the Cranbourne Line? Yarraman opened in 1976 and was built during a bit of a drought when it came to new rail projects in Melbourne. The only two stations to open in the 10 years prior were Hoppers Crossing and Cannonook, with the City Loop also not opening for another 5 years. The station is an island platform that can only be accessed by a long ramp up and then another long ramp down. I did just have a guy come up to me not 30 seconds ago complaining about the ramps leading to and from the station. He thought I was from Metro, but I'm not. And I mean, they are long ramps, and the station is completely isolated from the road. So you have no choice but to go up and down. I mean, there's a staircase, but you have no choice to go up and down the ramps. And he was struggling. He was struggling a lot. So I don't know. I think it's not the best built station in Melbourne. I have to say that. The surrounding landscape has changed quite a bit in the last few years, with the Eastlink freeway crossing the tracks to the southeast and the elevated rail bridge over Chandler Road to the northwest. The station has a bus connection and a lot of car parking, which I feel was extra full the day I was here, as the Cranbourne and Pakenham lines were both down beyond Dandenong. Which means, just like Chatham, the station is served by two separate lines, making it the least used station that Cranbourne trains stop at. And now for the stats. For the curious, Hughesdale received 231,413 passengers last year, but the year before it was 677,041. And so we move on to Yarraman, which got 284,085 passengers, or 778 people per day. And that's all for the Cranbourne Line, but there's many more to go before we get to the least used station in Melbourne.